Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Boone coming at you guys with a brand new video. I gotta first off say thank you everybody for all the support in yesterday's video. You guys have been killing it, like so many likes, tons of comments. Y'all roasted the hell out of me for missing some items. I don't even blame you guys though. My apologies for that. However, I did want to do my actual genuine first reaction to the lookbook. Obviously, if it's my first time looking at the lookbook, I don't know stuff about every piece. I don't know what I'm missing because I didn't look at anyone else's videos, anyone else's content. I didn't go on social media, so I really did not know a lot of information about any of the pieces. So my apologies for things like missing the camo reflective jacket. I was getting roasted down in the comment section, but I think it's worth it at the end of the day. I think it's fun to show you guys how I react when I see the entire lookbook. So let's jump into today's video, which is going to be me talking about the most resellable items as well as the bricks of this season. Obviously, this is just for lookbook items. We're going to have a lot of collabs coming up, and hopefully those will have a lot of resale value as well. Also, there's a billion items in this lookbook, so I can't cover every single item. I tried to highlight some resellable items that I think might be surprises, and then obviously there's some very obvious pieces that will be reselling for a lot of money that I'll be talking about. I'll try to help you guys with strategy and stuff like that, colorways, all that goodness. So let's just jump into the video. We're gonna start off with the resellable items because I know that's what you hype beasts care about. Y'all trying to get that check in. I can't blame you. So we're gonna start off with these reflective camo hats, and these just absolutely bang. It was so funny that when I looked at these camo jackets, I just needed to click one more time to see that they're fully reflective. I thought the spell out on the back was just reflective, but as you can see, all the camo pieces in this camo colorway are 100% reflective, which is insanity. I love that. Anything fully reflective is just some gas. The fact that it's camo as well just makes this a crazy hot commodity. Camo camp caps always sell super well. If these had red bogos on them, they'd be one of the highest resellable items probably of this season, honestly. When it comes to camp caps, there's two rules. Anything that's got a red box logo on it will probably resell, and anything that's camo will most likely resell as well if it has a box logo. So these are hitting super hard. These are going to resell a lot of money. I guarantee it. Any colorway, you can't go wrong. Next up, we have these military camp caps. I love the camo on this one a lot more than that other camo. If you're going to go for one of these, I'd only go for the camo colorway. That's definitely going to have some resell. But I quickly wanted to mention this. This might be overlooked, but definitely will have some resale value. Like I said, these camo camp caps got people going crazy. I'm gonna go over these really quickly. These will definitely not have as much resale as the camp caps, but they definitely will still sell because obviously, like I've said 20 times already, camo equals resell, people. So next up, we have these leather anoraks. Supreme's been doing a ton of leather stuff, and usually I would think leather would scare people away because leather means very high retail prices. If we looked at the leather North Face jackets, I thought those would have no resale because they retailed for about $1,000. Look at me though, being wrong. They're going for over 500 over retail now. So these I definitely think will be a hot commodity item. Only in this camo colorway. I know there's an orange color as well. I only think that this little camo colorway is going to be the one reselling. I think the orange is a brick. To match the leather anorak, we also have the pants. Again, I only think that the camo colorway will resell very well with the pants. I could be wrong. The orange colorway could also sell. However, if I was to go between the pants and the anorak, I'd 100% go with the anorak. People just love the anorak style, I feel a lot. So let's keep going. We got again these camo prints, bro. I'm telling you, these are gonna be the hottest item of the season. All these camo items are gonna be what sets off the season. These will be having the highest resale, and these puffy jackets are gonna be the ones that really truly do it. They are insane. Every colorway is gorgeous. I love these jackets, but there's no way I'm gonna cop one just because it's gonna be incredibly hard to get them. I'm so sorry this is getting so repetitive. I did not realize how many camo items we're starting this off with. Again, camo, you guys get it. We're gonna keep going. Next, we have these little champion hooded Varsity jackets, and honestly, this design, the more I look at it, the more it kind of gives me a headache. It's just overkill with the branding. However, people also love that, so these will have some resale for sure. I'm curious to see what retail is for them because that's really gonna dictate how much resale is. If they're 250 to 300, resale is not gonna be that insane, but if they're around 160 to 200, they will definitely be reselling for a good amount of money. Next up, we have these box logo beanies, which I actually missed in my preview, unfortunately. These are really fire. I love these colorways. They're so clean. When they did the last box logo beanies, which were those ones that matched the hoodies from fall winter 17, I thought they were a little more difficult to pull off because the colors were crazy. We had watermelon colorways, Scooby-Doo colorways. They were just a little bizarre for beanies, but these are gorgeous for beanies. I don't really rock beanies. I'd be looking hella sus in them, but these are really nice beanies. I love the colorways. Again, that mustard mustard. Ooh. But if you're really trying to get a pretty penny off these, I would definitely go for the box logo. I'm telling you guys, people go crazy over these red box logos. I think it's really stupid because I think like the green looks a lot nicer, the mustard, the black, the navy. I think almost every other color looks better than the gray with the red. However, I know you hypebeasts disagreeing with me right now. Let's keep it moving. We got these headbands. You already know. I don't even have to say it. You already know which colorway we going with. That leopard print did it to him one time. So fire. Supreme killed it on these. Personally, I actually hate these headbands because they're humongous. They'll take up your entire head. They're basically a beanie. I also wish they had made these 3M. I don't know why they didn't, because I think it would have made them a lot sicker. That leopard print though is going to disappear off the website just like the Brooklyn box logo camo did. Super sick though. I'm glad that they made that design. Next up we have these Gore-Tex jackets, and you guys probably hated me for calling these ugly. Every like other person's review has called this jacket gorgeous. I still don't like this jacket. I think the print is just like not a nice floral print. I also just, I don't know, I feel like the Gore-Tex and Supreme going through it looks a little weird. I definitely do like the other designs they did and the other colorways. However, I just think with the floral it doesn't look as nice. I will say I didn't know there's also a hood in these. I initially thought it was just a track jacket, which I really didn't like. The fact that it also has like a hood that comes out definitely makes me like this piece a lot. I called it absolutely disgusting in my preview. I apologize. I know some of you got triggered by that. I don't think it's the worst piece at all, but I definitely think it's way overhyped. I don't think it's very wearable, and I think most outfits that incorporate this flower like design are not going to look very good. Next up we got the Mophie cases. Obviously these are going to have a lot of resale. I will say one thing about these Mophie cases is if you want to really get a buck off them, you're going to have to wait till the season ends. I already know prices on these are going to just keep going up. There will probably be a restock on these at least once. I could be wrong about though, but I swear they do restocks of the Mophies at least once in a season. Get the red colorway obviously, but again I definitely think these will go up in value a lot more once the season ends. I don't know if they'll do this Mophie design ever again. It's really fire for like hypebeasts. It's not for me, it's way too loud, but I know it's going to get a lot of good resale value. Next up we have these hand warmers. With the hand warmers, I only really think the camo and red will have any resale value. These are perfect for actually like waiting in line for Supreme and stuff like that, which I think is awesome. But again, red and camo are the only ones that are really going to have resale value. Maybe the black as well, but I would definitely target that camo if you're really trying to get the most out of these. Obviously, like I keep saying this, bro. I need to stop saying it. Camo equals resale. Just like get that tatted, bro, just so you never forget, because it is factual. Camo just resells really well when it comes to Supreme. Leather ID holders, camo. Let's keep it going. These license plates I think are going to resell for a lot, just because I don't know if Supreme's ever done a license plate. The design on these are awesome. It's got a big Supreme branding like logo on it, so hypebeasts again are going to be excited. Go for the gold colorway, but I think both will resell really well. Hopefully retail is not too much for these, but I definitely think in terms of the accessories, this will be one of the better reselling accessories just because it's so usable. Everyone's going to want to have this on their car. The usability of an accessory really has to do with its resale value, so I think these will actually resell for a really good amount. Next up, this is an obvious one. This is going to be the best reselling item of this season, possibly when it comes to accessories, maybe even in general. This is a humongous accessory for Supreme. It's a box logo bear. Like, it's not even that insane of a concept, but I'm telling you guys, these are going to be one of the most like highly sought after items of the season. I'm calling it right now. These things are going to be reselling for a ridiculous amount. Apparently retail is supposed to be a lot of money, which might help us out. Anything that's lower retail definitely like sells out even quicker. If these are over $100, it'll definitely make it easier to get, but it's still going to be a bitch to get one of these. I really hope I can cook it up. If these are like $20, these things would like teleport off the website, but like I said, they're supposed to be a lot more than that, so hopefully that'll deter some resellers, some of these little 13-year-old kids. Shout out to you 13-year-old kids one time, but I just need this for myself. Y'all can't have it. Next up, we got the Supreme Casino Jacket. This green colorway is going to easily resell. This as well as the button-up are definitely hot commodity items I would go for. I would even get this for myself if it wasn't so like random and just like not crazy wearable. Like I think the right person could definitely pull this off a lot. I don't think I could personally. I don't know if this will resell better or if the little button-up will. I would maybe even guess the button-up will resell better just because it's more like appropriate for casinos. You don't see anyone like zipped up in a humongous puffy jacket in casino. You'd be looking hella weird. But this is a crazy flex if you pull up to Vegas with this with like a button-up. But I do think that this jacket itself will still have a lot of of resale value. I just put it in this video because I like it more than the button up. I think it looks better on the jacket, but let me know what you guys think. So of course my dumbass forgets to talk about the bags, which are just like obviously gonna resell. I didn't include them in my list initially just because bags always resell from Supreme, at least the shoulder and waist bags do. I will say with the backpack, I would only target like the black, red, purple. I don't know about that yellow colorway. It just looks a little too weird with the little chain link fence pattern. I don't like how much it contrasts and goes through the Supreme hollow tip spell out. If we're talking about like the shoulder bag, my favorites are the red, the black, and the purple. Again, I think the yellow just gets hurt by that chain link contrast. I think though when you go waist bag, that the yellow is definitely a strong suit. Every colorway, the red I think might be selling the most. Purple is going to be selling a lot. Black always sells. They're all going to sell, so you really cannot go wrong. If you look at last year's shoulder bags, they're almost at the exact same price point. The only one that really is lagging is the blue colorway, which I thought was kind of obviously like the worst colorway. But this season it's a little bit harder to say which color is the worst. I would even say the black's the worst just because it's so dull. We've seen it so much. The red pops, the purple and yellow are very unique. But yeah, I'm sorry I forgot to mention the bags, but let's just jump back into the video. So the last item I have to show to you guys is this reversible logo jacket. This thing is super fire. This is gonna resell for a ton of money. There's two different reversible jackets this season. I think the other reversible jacket could potentially brick, honestly. Like maybe just it's me. I don't really like the design that much the more I look at it. There's a Gucci colorway of the other jacket. However, this one is amazing. The colors, design, they killed it on. I might even have to get this cream colorway. I love it so much, bro. I love cream color jackets. The fact it's reversible makes it hit even harder. Just the more and more I look at this jacket, the more I like it. So that's everything for the resellable items. Let's now jump into these bricks. You guys might fight me on some of these bricks. I'm not gonna lie, like you guys might not like some of my decisions, but I tried to incorporate a ton of stuff that I think people are putting at a higher price point than it actually is. When I say brick, it could just mean it's reselling for like $20 to $30 over retail. If you want to get like make money that way, that's up to you 100%. Like some people might argue that's not bricking if it's anything above retail, but I don't know. I feel like these are items that people might think will be reselling for a lot, but in reality are not going to. And we're starting it off with this striped panel down jacket. These could potentially resell, but I just feel like retail is going to be a lot of money for them, and the colorways aren't strong enough. The design's not there. Like, I don't know. I just think it's too like forgettable of a jacket for it to actually resell for a lot of money. So I had to put it on this list. This Barney colorway is definitely my favorite colorway though. Next up, we have these Champion hooded sweatshirts, and I think these are really ugly. I definitely don't like this design at all. In terms of like all the Champion Supreme stuff they've been doing recently, this is one of my like least favorite ones. It's very forgettable for me. The fact they do Champion Supreme every season just makes it easy to pass on this. And like I said, they've been doing some strong Champion Supreme collabs recently, which I think just makes this a like lesser item, and I don't think I'd go for this for resale. It's kind of hard to resell hoodies with Supreme as is, like unless it's a really strong design. The retail is so high for them that I don't know. Maybe the fact that it is fall winter and they'll be a lot more wearable to have hoodies, that could help this one out, but I don't think this will resell for that much money, so I'd probably avoid it. Next up, this might surprise you guys, but I don't know how I feel about the bike at all. I feel like this could for sure brick. It's very usable, a lot more usable than the Raft, which for sure bricked a lot, but I don't know. I feel like the retail is going to be a lot of money. It matters how many of these they make. If they're doing like a large production, then it's going to definitely brick. If they're doing a very small production, it'll definitely help the resale on this. This is one that I'm a little like half and half on, but I wanted to include in this video just to give a warning to you guys that a lot of people might look at this and be like, oh, that's easy money, but I don't know, like shipping charges are going to be a lot of money. It's probably going to be a very expensive retail as is, and I don't know if it's special enough to really like make it a very high resellable item. So I don't know if it'll be worth it to cop to try to resell. If it's very limited production, I would definitely go for it though. Next up, we have this toolbox. Again, this could potentially surprise some of you, but some of you older heads definitely know these boxes tend to not resell for a crazy amount. The fact that this isn't like much of a storage box and it's more so for tools, I think hurts this piece. And again, like there's just so many. Like I have one right here that I think looks 10 times better than this design. It is actually usable. Like I put my stickers in here. Let me know if you guys want me to make a new stickers collection video. I have so many stickers I just have not shown off for so long. I actually have an item from a subscriber I'm going to be making a video on very soon. It's like a sticker display. I'll show you guys that very soon though. But yeah, I could see this bricking for sure. If retail's a lot of money, it's definitely going to brick, so I'd probably avoid this. Next up, the stepping ladder. Again, this really depends on its retail, but I could see this bricking for sure. It's just so not usable. It's not even something you can really like put in a house as like a display piece. It just looks kind of goofy. I think it looks off. I could be wrong about this one, to be honest. I'll definitely admit that. However, like if retail's high, this thing is gonna brick for sure. It's just not usable at all, and it's not really something you can display very well. It takes up a lot of space because you have to like lean it out and everything. So I'd probably avoid this. If it's really like a cheaper retail, I'd go for it, but I don't know, bro. I don't know about this one. Next up, again, I could be wrong about this. It just seems so random. I don't even know how to play this. Like it says there's a mouthpiece, like you're supposed to be blowing on shit. That's sus. You already know your boy Boone doesn't blow on nothing. Like we ain't like that, bro. We keep it 100 over here. I'm just playing. But I don't know. It's too random. There's not enough branding on it, but I could again be wrong about this. It depends on retail. I hate saying that like a billion times, but it really is true. The higher the retail, the more like plausibility of it bricking. This is such a random instrument. If this had just been an actual keyboard, this would be reselling for a lot more, I think. Next up, we got these ARC logo pants. These are easily gonna brick, bro. If these don't brick, I'm confused because they're pretty ugly to me. I don't think they look good. I think the actual crew neck version looks way better, but I'm not liking these at all. I definitely think these could brick. I'd probably avoid them. Next up, I hate to say it, but I could for sure see this Boone Varsity jacket bricking. I don't know why I think so, but there's a lot of jackets from Supreme that look somewhat similar to this. The whole bones and like spray paint features on it definitely make it a lot cooler. And shout out to my boy Carlos, who's like really into graffiti around here in the Pacific Northwest area. Basically, he gave me the intel on some research he did. As you can see down here, it says this was made by a dude named Sanchito. If you go to Sanchito's Instagram, he does have a picture of like spray painting the little dog that's on the back of this on his page. It ends up Sanchito is a dude in BTM named Gallo, who's a huge Seattle rider. Shout out to anyone that knows what I'm talking about. This is relevant information for like 99% of you, but I thought it was insane that like a Seattle graffiti rider is on a Supreme jacket, and not just that, on a dope jacket. That's like such a crazy like flex. That's so lit. Seattle, we out here making movements. Not really though, it's kind of a boring city, I won't front, but let's keep going. I'm gonna stop roasting our own city. This is the last item I have to talk about with the bricks. I don't even think this has a lot of hype around it, but I just think it's gonna brick. It's kind of ugly. It's like a huge jacket, not wearable in a majority of the US. It's gonna look like you're pulling up on some Columbine shit wearing this, but you might be flexed out a little bit. Like I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying. We gotta cut this video off, folks, because I've been recording for way too long. I don't know what it is with these long ass videos, but I don't know, bro. It's the Supreme season. There's so much to talk about. Let me know if you guys want an unboxing tomorrow, if you want me to just keep talking about the Supreme season. I'm gonna make some video comparing it with Palace's season, seeing which one's better, but I also want to do this unboxing for you guys. I have a lot of videos just on the way. I promise we finna be getting lit before the season starts. I gotta sneak in some of these fire vids that I have planned before we start doing the live cops and all that goodness. So it's been your boy Boone. I'm running out of breath as usual. I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash a like and let me know if you're still watching this. Like, ooh, bro, you my best friend for real. Like we in this together for life. Marry me right now. I'll get on a knee and propose to you because you're at the end of the video with me. Bro, you know, if you watch the end of my videos, I'd be saying the dumbest shit when we get to the end, but screw it. We out here, gang, gang, gang. It's been your boy Boone. I'm out. My camera's about to die. I love you all. Deuces. Oh my